anyone who was watching when it stopped, I was asking around if anyone's seen anyone suspicious. Hopefully now it's working. Let's see. Continue. Let's see. Hey, listen to this. Rosette came and spoke to me. Oh yeah. I read this out loud last time. Okay, recall anyone suspicious, so I have to ask everyone here if they recall anyone suspicious before this investigation can move on. That's what you have to do here to get it to move on. Okay, recall anyone suspicious. No, I don't think I've seen any suspicious people except for you who's interrupting my conversation with Rosette. So, I remember talking to this woman. Talk to that guy. Let's see if I asked her. No, nothing. Second. Calling one suspicious. Oh yeah, I talked to this guy. No, no. Apparently we're supposed to move on, and hasn't yet. And nothing's changed yet. Let's see. Yeah, I've already done that, so what else am I supposed to do here? What else is there? Save. Yeah, same thing, okay. Okay, something different. Nothing else, still running, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what. I'm on a blank here. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. Can't move on at all unless you do everything you're supposed to. It's still not moving on though. So when does this thing move on already? Maybe I have to talk to her? No. Let's see. Nothing new. Nothing. So when does this thing move forward? Let me see. Everything says, but nothing is moving forward. It says, talk to everyone in town about the murders, and if they've seen anyone suspicious, eventually the team will meet up at Aya's Chinese diner. But when does that happen? Do I have to go home in advance time, maybe? It says something about later in the evening. The group will try to figure out who the true murderer is. You must come to the correct conclusion. The game will say the person who seems to be the most likely culprit is, and I'll have to spoil this, you have to pick this answer to get the true ending, and then the golden ending as well. Answer Adachi. So he's the person you're supposed to pick, so you get the correct ending, the true ending. So I guess we have to advance time now. I've done that though. What else is there? It says, for anyone who's just listening to the stream, there doesn't seem to be enough information. You should go to town gather more facts. What else am I supposed to do in town? I'm gonna combine the seeds and the seed lady. Oh, my day's going good, man. How's your day going? Oh, good overall. I mean, we did go out and run some errands. We took our puppy out, Ruckus. We took him with us. We was able to go in the stores because he's a service dog in training for someone here who has vertigo. And then, we have that storm coming up. It's going to be a lot of rain the next couple of days. We have to clean up outside, and then we have these rats that made a nest above our outdoor bathroom. Had to deal with that. That really, if you can imagine, that really sucks. It's really humid out, so we got that's over with. What about you? Is it supposed to be raining a lot where you are, or is it going to be hit by the hurricane? Seeds. Everyone really loves to see the dog at the store. Oh, the store, he was such a hit. Gymnast. So I'm still trying to figure out what I need to do. I'm a little stuck here. Why it's not moving on. I've already read all these out, so I'll just deal with all again just in case. I'm just reading these out for anyone who's just listening. Alright. Murders. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to get this to advance. Still not advancing. Maybe I have to go back. Just in case, I'll have to go back to Oakland City and ask again, I guess. I've been taking care of a 16-year-old Yorkie. Oh, it's a pretty old one. Her birthday is October 17th. I've never seen a dog this old and still run around like that. That is pretty amazing. We actually did have a dog ourselves that passed away. She was 16. She was in a pretty rough shape by then. I'm surprised this dog could still run around like that. It's pretty amazing. Right now, not anymore, but she used to be someone who had Yorkies for years. She lives in a care facility, but, my whole life pretty much. She had, since I've been around, she had a different dog before, but she mostly had Yorkies since I've been around. She had one male one, and, for a good while when she was in Newport Beach, and then she had a female one, and until she had to move to a care facility. So mom takes care of now. They're such cute dogs. Do me a favor. What's the difference? Okay. Oh, so I'll read this one out. I tried the black thing from the guy by Crocker for it has a faint taste. Eggplant was in the sweet red bean. Engagement and feedback. I see. Thank you. That's very helpful. So, a local farmer and patissier decided to help me out. Trying to create a hit once I deal with taking my company. Was there something else? Oh, same thing. Yeah, I was a freshman in high school when Josh was born. Oh wow, that was a while ago, huh? When I was a freshman? Was it about the same time ago? think it was. Wow. I guess it was 15 years for me as well. It's a while ago. Can't believe it was that long ago. Let's see. I'm turning 30 next Wednesday. No, I'm sorry, not next Wednesday. The 30th, the one after next Wednesday. Excited about that. That'll be exciting. Right, when it's a green object. A harsh cabbage flavor is fighting for dominance over the sweet red bean. I wonder what that's like. Can't picture that. You gave the man your feedback. I see. Thank you. That's very helpful. It's the same thing as before about the local farmer in Petissier. Okay. Alright, so I've already done all that with him. So I don't know what's left to do. I'll have to look up a different video and see what they did to get this to move forward. Oh, you're 31. Oh. That's cool. 1992. I was born 93. Alright, I'll have to look up and see what to do here. Yeah, this is one of those old game things. Sometimes it's easy to get lost. Not know what to do next. Thankfully, the internet exists. It's easy enough to figure out for the most part. Let's see, 12.5. Investigation. Let's see what they did to move forward. Or someone else did. Oh yeah, so I know you saw the Pokemon. So you said you saw the Pokemon. What was it? Let's double check here. It was. Oh, that's right. It's on the other live stream. You saw those two Pokemon series lately. Anything else you've seen? It looks like everyone else kind of had. I'm reading on some of the comments here. A lot of people seem to get stuck in this part too. It's like I'm not the only one who's got lost. So why is this thing not moving forward? I'm still not sure. Don't know. I gather as much info. What am I supposed to do? I've already talked. This is crazy. I don't know what I'm supposed to talk to here. Basically did what I did, and I've already talked to everybody. Maybe there was somebody about high school I didn't think about. No. It's like I thought. It's closed. Maybe some department store? Maybe this woman here? Oh, I can give this woman a cabbage. Gave her 3 Hiranya cabbages. Frosty House, oh yeah. On my large cabbages, you may be young, but I'm very impressed. We request 25, 100% Naba grown cabbage. I know, why don't you take this as a store of rewards? Very good for digging. Obtain sharp shovel. Oh, we got a new weapon here. This beautiful Naba grown cabbage. I know my grandfather will be happy to see these. Now, I'm off to cook dinner. I'd better make something worthy of this one. What should I make? Stir-fry, pickle, stuffed cabbage? I don't know. Question. Keep it simple with just cabbage julienne. Sounds good too. I don't know what that is. Right, same thing with now. Same things before with now. So what else is there to do here? Good question. Oh. No, I got cut off again. So we've got to be almost there. I mean, I can't think of anyone I haven't talked to yet with this. I'll have to open up streams so I can read the rest of your comment. Got cut off. I hope this thing didn't stop again. Oh, good. Okay. Alright, let's see what it says. It says... not cool. I think I'm going through a midlife crisis because I waste my 20s wasting time. Since my birthday last year, I've been saving more and more my paychecks. My goal is to have saved $10,000 by the end of 2024. Oh, that's cool. So, anything in particular, or are you just saving it? Yeah, I think I've had those. I mean, I haven't quite. It hasn't been massive, thankfully, but I've had those kind of moments where, like in my 20s, you know, the whole biological clock thing. I've had that. I've already had that, but I haven't had midlife crisis yet. Thank goodness. But I'm sure it will happen at some point. I haven't gone there yet. I don't know if you've had the biological clock thing, you know, where you feel like you still have those racing thoughts about how your time's going by, like you still haven't found someone yet, or you haven't done a certain thing. I don't know if you've had those thoughts before. Let's see. I'm just at a complete loss about what to do here. I don't know if anyone who's watching, if they played this game before, if they know what I'm not doing. Go into town. I can't go home. It won't move on, so... maybe the plane again? It's confusing. What do I do here? Inflation is going to... oh, yeah, probably. Probably right about that. Is that why you're saving? I don't know. I'm just at a bit of a loss. I don't know what to do to move forward. Talk to eyebrows again. Okay, finally, I think it moved on. I guess that I didn't ask the guy the second thing. Okay. Now we're moved on. Tiny's diary. Met up with friends after we finished gathering information. Alright.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Break it from the snack ice. You all finish eating dishes.
Oh, now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
Spoke everyone about the drinking gathering.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
And back in 2014, when I worked at, when I was working at Walmart, the apartment complex I moved to had a one. Senior won't help you think any better. Apartment complex I moved to had a one-bedroom apartment for $650. That same apartment complex today has a one-bedroom for $800. Well, that's not too much of an increase.
No wonder it's chilly.
I guess it's natural to go up over time. It's not too bad.
It's freezing out here. Maybe this will help clear my head and get my deductive
So is he
muscles
trying
flexing.
to save your own place or something? Is that what you're trying to do?
Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it. What's the matter?
Oh yeah, I remember. I think you said you watched Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Is that the one that you saw? You said, right? I know they have so many different ones. Are those the newest ones? You see anything else lately? Or you've just been kind of seeing the same stuff you've been watching, like Detective Conan? You said you're watching that one. I still haven't even gotten that one yet. I'm working on some other ones right now. Oh. Let's see. I'm worried about the next 10 years. What if robots take your jobs? That's a good point. Are you trying to save like a nest egg? Is that what you're trying to do in case something happens? Is this a cushion so if something happens you have some extra money to use? Well, it's not because of robots. I know some jobs have kind of are about kind of are almost out. Like my uncle used to be a photographer, and he wasn't able to do it anymore because nobody really hires photographers anymore. So I mean, it's just because everyone kind of has their own. It's easy to get enough, do your own pictures, for iPhones and stuff. Nobody really hires. It's kind of a breed or job that nobody really pays it, needs to pay anyone for anymore. So now he has to work at a store. Oh, I'll get that in a second. He has to work at a store, for retirement and stuff. Let's see what comments there. So I'm gonna have to stop in a minute, get myself something to snack on, but I'll do that in a minute. It says level 1 Demon Lord and Wandering Hero anime is amazing. I love Zenya. Oh. Well, one of these days I'll have to check those out. I just haven't gone to it yet. Like I said, for years now I wasn't able to watch a lot of these shows. I mean, I saw some, like Naruto, but not too much of it. Because, I didn't. Problem with America is they don't really show a lot of stuff outside of streaming. You just have pretty much they just have Adult Swim, and that's pretty much the only place unless you have streaming or buy all those DVD sets. You can see all this stuff, and no way am I buying the DVD sets. They're too expensive. I've looked into them, and it's too much money. I don't have the kind of money to spend on it. So streaming is the best way, and I finally, was able to do that in the past year. So I've gotten gradually, I've kind of getting a lot of these shows I've been wanting to do. Getting them in, and then some. So I'll look them up one of these days and check it out. Let's see, the one. Oh, right. So we have to pick Adachi. So that's who you have to pick to get the true ending. Someone else. So where... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think we just passed him, right? Shoot. Someone else. So we passed him by mistake. Let me slow down a bit. I'm gonna have to get a snack. I'm getting a little distracted here. Oh, here we go. Toru Adachi. That's who you have to pick to get the true ending and, by extension, the golden ending content. Golden content. Of course, if you only look at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encounters while investigating the case. You learned much about the police involvement from Adachi as well. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but...
The police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh.
Well,
Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Maybe it's on purpose.
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I actually saw,
It's cold.
Sexy.
I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back
Saw
in.
a MILF at the, probably truest definition at the store today. She was a woman who had a child, but man, was she hot for someone else's children.
I mean, he said he came to
Right
escort
in the
Miss
middle.
Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When
That's
Miss
the most
Yamano
little
was staying at our inn, the media was
Textbook
swarming
definition
all
of
over
MILF I've
it.
ever seen.
That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon, but I thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions.
I'm
I
gonna
heard
keep
it was
this
because
running. I
there
gotta
was
get
so
some
little
snacks.
information
I'll
about the
just go
case at
grab
the
it real
time,
quick.
but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
Man, this is too much. I'm back. I'm going to eat something my way. Jesus, stomach's growing. Cereal bar. I'll read this out loud first. Then, is it really Adachi-san? It's him already.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
Whoa,
What was that about a transport? Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
So you said you saw Mad TV before, right? You remember the Kenny Rogers sketches? Those were so funny. Roast out those Kenny Rogers. Oh, let's see. Rank up. Oh yeah. So anyone who is now joining the stream, so it used to be called the Investigation Team. This social wing, but it changed after completing rank 10. It changed to Seekers of Truth. So now it's Seekers of Truth, rank 4. Seekers of Truth social link has reached level 4. Your power to create personas of the Judgment Arcana has grown. Yeah, it's actually voiced by Max Middleman in this game. It does
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where
Ryuji in
Dojima-san
Persona
went?
5.
They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear